It's getting pretty close to needing to cast off, and we've just been going through how we're going to get out of the pen, make the turn, and then head up to be able to be hauled out. Just a little bit nervous. Should be right, mate.
And then Nandji will be pretty much empty. So we're starting with a whole fresh boat.
Yeah, Papua Marina, this is Nandji. We're just on our final approach now. We're probably, I don't know, 500 metres off the entrance. We're hauling out tomorrow, and there was a boat that went in today, and now this motorboat's come out. I just wanted to watch, you know, because it's a new way. So we need to drive up into it and then hold ourselves onto it while they kind of position it. So it's going to be a bit of a new thing. Nandji doesn't really hold a straight line or go backwards in a straight line. So it's a bit harder to try to drive straight onto something and then hold it there. So it's going to be interesting. It's getting pretty close to needing to cast off, and we've just been going through how we're going to get out of the pen, make the turn, and then head up to be able to be hauled out. I don't know, Vessel, maybe do you want to go on land and I'll get one of the boys to help me? Might be a bit calmer.
Do you want to get one of the boys to drive the boat? Might be a bit better.
Oh yeah, actually I wouldn't mind just passing the buck on this one. We got a little bit of a cross breeze, so we'll reverse out, and the bow will get pushed away with the wind, and we prop walk the opposite way to be able to get out of here. So it's going to take a little bit of manoeuvring. Should be right, mate. Just a little bit nervous. I know it'll be fine, but I still just get a bit nervous. It was nice that another boat just pulled out and they prop walked the opposite way, so it was good to see them to try to manoeuvre and get out. They made it out without crashing anything, so the pressure's on me now.
They almost crashed.
But, yeah, they almost did though. Yeah, but that's called precision.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's it. We've got a couple of really long stern lines hanging off the side, so the idea is to drive up into the trailer, put the bow up, just gently touch it, and then hold it in there by like continually going forward. But then if the stern kind of swings around, you chuck out stern lines either side, and they kind of will pull it either or. But just the whole driving on bit, I don't know, it'll be slow and steady. Won't do anything that I'm not comfortable with. I'm pretty good at yelling. Stop!
It'll be fine. Everything will be totally fine. All hands on deck.
Thing that makes me nervous though is that there's another boat over there that we know, that we've seen a few times, and he said he'll be watching and judging.
He's going to give us a score out of 10, so we've got to make this look good.
Way to throw the pressure on.
Sitting back with a beer, just, oh yeah.
As we generally do not spend a lot of time in marinas, whenever we are to manoeuvre Nandji in close quarters around other vessels, I get pretty nervous. I do enjoy the challenge and have not hit anything yet, but there is always a first for everything. A great piece of advice I was given from the previous owner was only go as fast as you're willing to crash. This is something I always think of when moving Nandji around in a marina.
All good, Yash?
I can deal with that. I can take that. I'm a C grade student, that's good. Just have to be careful how it does come out. It has got those pneumatic cushions to spread the load. But just because we've got the transducer that comes out on starboard side, you kind of have to balance where your arms are on either side. So I've had to bring it in a little bit closer because of the transducer on starboard. Yeah, it sucks a bit. But I think it's fine, you know. I think everything's sweet, but it's not compressing in one area. You know, the load is spread, so I think it's going to be fine. But you know, you're just always nervous for the first time. We're out.
Oh yeah, it's just a bit kind of bumpy ride.
Just a bit jolty. That's just the machine.
Yeah. Oh man, we're tilting. Sorry. We're playing with the airbags and it's like...
You're going to hide.
I'd been quite worried about the haul out, but those worries were soon put to rest as Nandji sat comfortably in the trailer. The yard boys gave Nandji's butt a washdown, and looking at the amount of growth on the bottom from only 6 months in the water, it's a sure sign that we'll be changing anti-pout.
She's the hardest worker on site.
As Nandji came rolling down the road to the new position where she'll be staying for a while, my attitude towards the upcoming boat work had changed and I was ready to get stuck into Nandji's second major refit in preparation for the Spud's arrival.
I'm 22 weeks pregnant at the moment and I'm at that weird awkward stage where do I wear my pants up high-waisted and cover my belly like this and look like Mr. Bean, or do I pull it down and just let it hang out and then just look like I've got a big bear belly? I don't know, I'm just at that really...
I like the up stage at the
Do
moment.
you?
Yeah.
I can't, maybe I could go like halfway, like there, is that okay?
No, you got to commit.
Oh really? I've got to commit.
One or the other.
I'm going full down. I'm going to let it hang out, loud and proud. We were initially going to stay on Nandji while we did the interior. It's what we normally do when we do boat work. We've always stayed on the boat and just juggled around it and worked around that. But this time we were going to live at one end and then work on one end and then swap over. And the more we thought about it, the more it just doesn't seem right. Like there's going to be a lot of fumes, a lot of dust. I'm pregnant and it's going to make things take a lot longer. We're going to have to, you know, rather than doing everything at once, we're going to be having to do things in sections. So this time we're going to try to find a cheap place to stay close by. Hopefully we can find somewhere and then just come and work on the boat during the day, and hopefully that means that we can get this job done faster, because I am pregnant. We do still have a bit of sailing to do and we don't want to leave it too far into my last trimester. We want to get this done and then we can focus on getting things ready for the baby. And my doctor's appointments and things like that in the last trimester. So we're on a bit of a time schedule. We're on a budget as well, but you know, we've got to just, you know, put everything into thought and work out what's the best solution. So hopefully we can find somewhere. I've got to do that today. We've had a pretty successful day so far. I found some accommodations. We went and had a look at some places and they were all just, they wouldn't reduce their price. It was more like a resort and they were charging per night, whereas we want to stay for a month, so we were hoping to get something a bit cheaper. So we came back to the marina and the lovely ladies in the office are so helpful. They gave us a number of a guy that owns an apartment in a resort complex that rents it out to yachties here, and so we got in a little apartment for 1,100 ringgit for a month, which is about like 300, just a bit over $300 for a whole month. So that's less than $100 a week. So super cheap. And she gave us the keys and we went and had a look at it, and it's been done up, so it's not old and manky or whatever. Not that it matters, but like it is really just a place for us to sleep at night time. But the fact that it's a little bit nicer than just a dingy room makes it a bit better. Yeah. So we've taken everything off the boat that needs to go into storage. That's all been put away, even everything out of the lazarette. So Yosh is doing some work in the lazarette, and that's completely empty now. So all that's left on the boat is stuff that we're going to take to our accommodation, which we got today. We can start to move into the accommodation tonight at 7 o'clock. So we need to get all of our stuff off the boat, and then Nandji will be pretty much empty. So we're starting with a whole fresh boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tomorrow it gets busy.
Yeah, so tomorrow you've got the stainless steel.
The stainless guy comes in the morning, and then we're finalising everything off, and on Saturday morning everything will start getting sanded.
Yeah. So we're going to start from the B berth, I guess?
Yeah,
and
start at the front and work our way back.
Yeah.
I know we've got one fella that's going to help me, so yeah, put him to work.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be helping much at all.
No,
I'm pregnant, and I'm also have a lot of editing to do. So while Yosh is helping with the boat work, yeah, I have to be making videos. So we have to keep this ball moving.
We've all got a job to do.
Yeah.
Babe.
So, yeah. Yeah. I was thinking we're going to have to do this.
This is so weird moving into all this.
So level 3. Level 3.
Not even lying, there's a fridge in the bedroom. Full-size fridge, are you kidding me?
Little kitchen with a microwave, there's no oven. Stove top.